Okay, here's the second page, which is technically page 3 of the study guide for numbers 18 through 32. And then we'll do the back side of this, which continues until the end. So at the top, number 18, I can determine if k equals 8 is a part of the solution set. So we are focusing on number 18. We had to substitute in the number 8 for the k and do 5 times 8, which is 40. 40 is not less than 39, so that is false. Number 19, I solved it first instead of substituting, so sorry, it's a little messy. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 is less than or equal to 4, so that's true. Number 20, 8 minus 6 is 2. 2 is not greater than 2, it is equal to 2, so that one is false. All right, let's focus in on number 21. Here we are graphing the inequalities on the number line. So x is greater than or equal to 6 is going to be a closed circle on the 6 going to the right. So you just can write in the number 6. You don't need like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, 22, we need to switch because it has the inequality, or I'm sorry, the variable on the right. So we want the variable to be on the left. So if 15.5 is greater than x, that means x is less than 15.5. So open circle on the 15.5 going left. 23. We have x is less than or equal to -3. So that is a closed circle on the -3 going left. Less than goes left. All right, and then for number 24, write an inequality to describe the number line below. So this one was a little tricky. This is jumping from 1 to 4. So that means there's 3 spaces in between. So you could have had a different number here, but it's technically 3. So x is greater than or equal to 3. It's a closed circle going to the right. For number 25 is a little more obvious. So we have an open circle in between the 4 and the 6. So this is x is greater than 5. And then 26, right on the 10, and it's a closed circle going left, so x is less than or equal to 10. All right, now we are solving and graphing these inequalities, so focusing in on number 27. This is 27. We have -7 times x is less than 98. So we are dividing by -7, divide by -7. So remember, the rule is to switch the direction of the inequality when you divide by a negative. Again, this is a rule that we learn in 6th grade. We practice it much more in 7th grade. So x is greater than -14. 98 divided by 7 is 14, and a positive divided by a negative is a negative. So x is greater than -14. Open circle on the -14 going to the right. 28. We are multiplying by 6 on both sides to solve. X is greater than or equal to 42. Closed circle on the 42, going to the right. All right, for number 29, we need to add 14 to both sides. X is less than or equal to 59. It's a closed circle on the 59 going left. For number 30, divide by 12 on both sides. X is less than or equal to 55.2 divided by 12, which is 4.6. That is a closed circle on the 4.6 going left. 31, we also had to switch the direction. So we are given 29 is greater than x plus 12. Just subtract 12 from both sides, so 17 is greater than x, which means that x is less than 17. Open circle on the 17, going to the left. So that one you had to solve and then switch it. For 32, add 18 to both sides. We are left with 104 is greater than x, which means that x is less than 104. Open circle on the 104, going left. Okay, so go ahead and switch or flip the page over to the very last side of this study guide. Okay, so now we are writing real-world inequalities. Oh boy. Hold on, doesn't want to stay still. All right, so we're writing real-world inequalities up at the top. Try to focus in here on number 33. All right, so we are given Missy's getting married and addressing invitations. She has at least 140 envelopes and has addressed 26 of them. Write an inequality that describes how many more she must address. So I did 26 plus I is greater than or equal to 140. Subtract 26 from both sides. I is greater than or equal to 114. So she has to address 114 more. 34, in order to ride a roller coaster, a rider must be greater than 48 inches tall. Right now, Jeff is 45 inches tall. Write an inequality that describes how many more inches Jeff must grow in order to ride the roller coaster. So 45 plus G for grow is greater than 48. Subtract 45 from both sides, and Jeff must grow 3 inches or greater than 3 inches. So G is greater than 3. 35, Sam can join a gym for $25 per month or for a flat rate of $500. What is the minimum number of months Sam would have to be a gym member in order to make the flat rate a better choice? So it would be 25 times M is greater than 500. Divide by 25 on both sides, M is greater than 20 months. So he would need to be a gym member for more than 20 months. Max is creating a playlist and needs at most 180 minutes worth of music. He currently has 45 minutes. How many more minutes of music does Max need to include in the playlist? So M plus 45 is less than or equal to 180. Subtract 45 from both sides. M is less than or equal to 135 minutes. All right, on to 37. So here for 37, a lake is rising at a rate of 4 inches per hour. If the lake rises more than 36 inches, then it will cause flood damage. How long can the lake rise at this rate without causing flood damage? So I did 4 times F for flood is less than or equal to 36. Divide by 4 on both sides. F is less than or equal to 9 hours. 38. Belinda's bakery profits $8 off of each box. That means she earns $8 profit for each box of dozen cookies. Belinda would like to profit at least $304 per day off of the cookies. That doesn't mean it's taking off. That means she's earning that much per the cookies, like per the dozen boxes. How many boxes will Belinda need to sell? So I did 8 times B is greater than or equal to 304. Divide by 8 on both sides. Belinda would need to sell greater than or equal to 38 boxes in order to profit $304 per day. 39. The area of a rectangular dog run can be no more than 120 square feet. The length is 15 feet. What is the width of the dog run? So we know length times width is area. So 15W, 15 times W, is less than or equal to 120. Divide by 15 on both sides, and the width is less than or equal to 8 feet. Or needs to be less than or equal to 8. Last one. Hunter has basketball practice 5 days a week. He practices a minimum of 450 minutes per week. On average, how many minutes is each practice? So 5M is greater than or equal to 450. Divide by 5 on both sides. And the minutes he needs to practice is a minimum of 90 minutes. So M is greater than or equal to 90 minutes. All right, nice job, everyone.